Hello, everybody. Joey Sparks here, and God's mercies are new again this morning.
This morning with my mind stayed on Jesus. I woke up this morning with my mind.
Revelation loves to record things about seven and in sevens, and so one of those things is the seven blessed statements of Revelation. Seven of them promises. Blessed are these people, or the one who does this. The third of those is in chapter 16. It's verse 15. It's in a parentheses, and it's in an interlude between the sixth and seventh bowls of wrath poured out against Rome, poured out against the beast. So it's an odd time to find this blessing, but I think it's clear why it would be there. It's coming in the middle of this attempt, this failed attempt by Rome, but especially by the evil spirits, Satan, who's behind the power of Rome, to fight off against God. And of course, you see that happening in verses 13 and 14. They're like frogs with their demonic spirits. They go about the whole world. They're assembling the other nations to rise up against God, and they meet in the place called Armageddon, verse 16. That is not the end of the world battle of any sort. God's already won, by the way. There's not going to be some final major battle. God's already defeated Satan once and for all. But this has to do more with the nations of the world when they begin experiencing the wrath of God in these successive bowls, as it's pictured here. They continue to increase their efforts against God and against the people of God. That's what this is. And so persecution becomes more prominent. Discipleship becomes more costly. That's the background we need to remember about verse 15. So Jesus says this, "Behold, I am coming like a thief. Blessed is the one who stays awake, keeping his garment on, that he may not go about naked and be seen exposed." Jesus says, "I'm coming like a thief. I'm coming at a time you do not expect. I'm coming in a way you do not expect," pulling from language he's used previously in Matthew chapters 24, 25. The one who stays awake is like that master, the person, the homeowner, who is aware the thief may come. So he stays awake. He stays dressed. He stays ready. He doesn't put his pajamas on. He doesn't undress for bed. No, instead he stays fully dressed, ready in case the thief does indeed come. Then he says that he may not go out about naked and be seen as exposed. So he goes even more into this graphic, clear imagery. To be unprepared for Jesus' return is as embarrassing. It's more embarrassing, more humiliating than even being naked and exposed in public. He's used that nakedness idea in the seven churches in their warnings. You think you're clothed, you think you're fancy with your clothes, but you're actually naked. This nakedness, this exposure at Jesus' return in this verse would be parallel to those 6 different settings or perspectives there in Matthew 24 and 25. The eating and drinking and marrying and giving in marriage at Noah's day, 24, 38 and 39. The master who didn't know the thief was coming, that's verse 43 of chapter 24. The unfaithful servant who beats his fellow servants, Matthew 24 and verse 49. The 5 foolish virgins who do not bring enough oil, Matthew 25, 10 through 13. The 1 talent man who buries his talent and does not use it for God's glory, that's 25 through 30. The goats who do not serve others, 25, 41 through 46. See, naked and exposed, being unclothed, is to be unprepared for Jesus' return. We must always be prepared, especially when it becomes difficult. When the culture around us would come against us, remain faithful, remain prepared for Jesus' return no matter what. We thank you for your time this morning. It is our prayer God's timeless word will be on your mind all day today.